So, hello everyone. I am back. This is Latoya of Infinite Nature, and I just wanted to get on because now it is spring officially. The spring equinox is on March 20th, and that was also the day that everyone that participated in the fast and they did their 5 days, then they would have broken their fast on the spring equinox, which is the first day of spring, and it's also the official, the true new year. And it's a perfect time to plant seeds, to create new goals for the year. And if you think about it, it makes sense for spring to be the new year. you know Everything is more alive, the days are longer, it's warmer outside, more people are out. So I hope that you are having a great first day of spring. I hope you had a first great. I hope you had a great first day of spring, and I just feel the energy just picking up. You know, and I wanted to get on really quick to also thank everyone that participated in the 5-day raw vegan challenge, and I'm so glad that a lot of people had a great experience and was motivated and encouraged. And I just want to just commend you for taking a chance, because it's not easy, especially if you're not used to it, especially if you're not plant-based. I know that it can be like a real shock, and you really have to reframe your mind, reframe your experience, just as the title of this to reframe how you view a situation when it may be challenging. And the reason why I say that is because I remember back when I started my raw vegan journey. First and foremost, I did it when I wanted to do it. I didn't do it when I thought that I can do it or was like hesitant to do it. I did it when I truly, genuinely felt like I was ready to do it. I waited almost 3 years into my plant-based journey to even try it out. And I didn't even anticipate myself even doing it for as long as I did. I thought I was just going to do it for maybe like a month and then, go back to eating, cooked foods, and then, maybe try it out every once in a while. I didn't anticipate me actually going into it 6 years, and 6 years is going to be marked in May. I'll be 6 years of eating live foods, which is amazing, and I never thought that I would actually do it for this long. And the reason why is because I enjoy it. It's not for everybody, but I enjoy it. I like it. I like how I feel. And the thing about not plant-based period, but also when you start to eat raw, you really have to get out of your own head. You gotta not make it so complicated for yourself, and you really gotta get in the kitchen, or you gotta at least pay somebody to make food for you. And if you're in a more area that is more progressive when it comes to the health and wellness, then like Atlanta or even like Charlotte, or of course like California, New York, places like that, it's easier to eat raw because there you're more likely to find people that meal prep. You're more likely to find restaurants and stuff that do that, and you're more likely to find people that eat that way, and you'll be able to connect with them more. Like, I know that if I decided to move to California, which I have no desire to live in California, but I know I will blend in just well, just in a lot of the things that goes on there, just in the health and wellness arena. It's just certain places, like I miss living in Charlotte now more than ever, because when I lived there, I just worked all the time. But they have a restaurant that I really like there. And I remember always going to the farmers market. I don't know how it is now, but back when I lived there, which was back in like 2012 to 2013, when I lived there, I used to be able to, you could go to the farmers market like pretty much every day. I think they think there was one day that you may not have been able to go, but I think you could go every day. And I used to I used to work close to the farmers market, so I could easily go after work So I just miss that, being places where it was just more health conscious and more health progressive. And that's why I do what I do, is because I would like it to be more of that in my area. But I know that it takes time for that to happen or whatnot. But I do appreciate the people that do, take, that step out and strive to always make food more accessible, and to introduce people to more healthier ways of eating and living. So I do appreciate that. But back to what I was saying about reframing. I have a video on that on YouTube that talks about, like, different things that may come up for you, like I'm still hungry, I'm not full. Well, something about when I'm gonna have to just say it, if you're properly eating raw, you shouldn't be full, you shouldn't be hungry, because raw foods is very dense, and you shouldn't be hungry. That means you're not getting enough calories. And I personally don't count calories. I've never counted calories. The closest I went to counting anything was when I was pregnant. I count how much protein I had per day to make sure I met my quota for the day of protein, because that was very important for my pregnancy. But other than that, I don't count calories. But clearly, if you're still hungry eating raw, that's because you're not getting enough nutrient dense foods. What is it that you're eating? You're either not eating enough, or whatever you're eating is not dense, nutrient dense. So I would be curious to know what a person is eating if they're not getting full off of fruits and vegetables. Believe it or not, you get full quickly. You get full if you're eating enough of it. And the thing about it is, you got to get out of the mindset of like eating meat or eating dairy and all of that other stuff, because you shouldn't have to worry about how much. You're not measuring your food or anything. You eat until you're full. Once you're full, then see how you are. If you get hungry again, then you eat again. So that's all that you have to do. I don't know if this person is okay. I'm just trying to check and make sure. But yes, you eat until you're actually full, okay? And don't focus on counting your food. That's the thing. When you're eating healthy, when you're eating live food, you don't have to worry about all of that, okay? There's another one that I have that talks about, what is it? I'm trying to think of another one that people get is, I'll just say this. Another way that you can make your raw vegan experience easier is you need to get in the kitchen. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to get in the kitchen. Don't get caught up in like the appliances, and don't get caught up in, because let me tell you something. When I started my journey, we did not have a Vitamix. When I started my journey, we only had cutting board, a knife, and that's pretty much it. We didn't really have anything. I didn't get a food processor until last Mother's Day. We did not get a Vitamix until maybe, I want to say, within a year of us eating raw, we got a Vitamix off of Craigslist. It was pretty much new when we got it. We got a nice higher end knife. When did we get that knife? Sometime within a year of us having eating raw. We didn't get a juice. We got a juicer sometime like within a little over a year after us eating raw. We got a nice juicer, a dehydrator maybe a couple of years in. So everything is a gradual thing. It's not something that you need to worry about. You just got to be creative. So the first year or two, we didn't. The only time we had dehydrated foods was when we went out to eat, and we ate like at a raw vegan restaurant, and they had something dehydrated. So don't get caught up in that. I'm telling you, and I know that it. Let me tell you, you got to understand, this is very mental more than anything else. When I started to eat raw, I was in the north. I was definitely in the north, okay? And it was snowing and it was cold, and I worked a 9 to 5, Now, I did have a husband, and he did prepare meals for me also. So that, when he ate that way too, so that made it easier. However, still, I could have easily said to myself, no, I'm not doing that. But I was fine with eating that way. And it wasn't because I was trying to prove anything to anybody. It wasn't all in the name of health. It's because I really felt good about it. It really benefited me to eat that way. I can only imagine how my health really would be if I still ate the way that I used to eat over like almost 9 years ago. I feel like my health wouldn't be as well as it is now. I feel like my emotions and my mind wouldn't be as clear. It's just, I focus more so on the benefits of it in my life versus like the inconvenience. And it makes you very resourceful and creative. And it makes you way more independent because you don't depend, you already automatically know there ain't gonna be food for me. It's always refreshing when we go somewhere and we do have options to eat, or people think about us and be like, and prepare something for us. So it is nice when that happens. It's very kind and very amazing when that happens. But a lot of times we always make sure that we have something to eat because we just gotten so used to that. It really makes you like have to expand and open your mind, and makes me way more makes me more creative in the kitchen, and I prepare way more meals now than I definitely when I was eating more meat, because and everything is more convenient. Back when I was eating any and everything, things were way more convenient to just go out and eat. Even cooked vegan foods, it was way more easier to even go to a place that you may have to veganize the meal. They may not serve all vegetarian or whatever, but you can still veganize the meal. That would be great videos to do on how you can make food, how you can make certain popular like restaurants or whatever, and how you can veganize those meals. Like if I ate cooked foods here in where I live at in Savannah, it would be so easy to like veganize every freaking thing. Like if I ever went back to eating like some cooked foods here and there, like it would be so easy to eat vegan. Like cooked vegan, what I mean, it's so easy. if you've done a whole lot of raw, like, man, that's one thing I can say is that you become like, I know that I would be a better, like I would eat way more better as a cooked vegan if I ever decide to go back to that, because of just eating so much raw food and just knowing what is better for me and what is not or whatnot. But that's all that I wanted to share really quick. But I do have the full video on my YouTube of reframing your raw vegan experience. But as somebody like me that I've been raw for 6 years, plant-based for almost 9, and also I went raw up north, so I definitely spent time doing not only eating raw in the snow, but doing liquid fasts in the snow, working a stressful job, commuting to work and everything. I think that saved me mentally, because even though it may seem crazy, I feel like me taking care of my insides helped me with my emotions and my feelings and getting balanced and things of that nature. So that's all that I wanted to share. Once again, I said that, but I'm for real, I'm about to go. But thank you so much for tuning in, and you can watch the replay if you're just getting on, and have a great day. Bye.